a guide to finance. And today we're going to be looking at how to create a budget. And this is going to be my budget for 2026. This budget is a very basic budget. It requires a little bit of Excel knowledge, but this is a budget that will help me and will help you guys um, take a look at what you're actually spending your money on and how much is it and how much it compares to what you actually make. Um, and so what this does is it actually helps you consolidate all your finances of what you spend into one Excel sheet. And usually the apps that we have aren't really the best unless they are. I'm not sure if your guys' banking apps or any of your own personal finances, tools actually give you a breakdown of this not magnitude, but I feel like some of the apps that they offer that are free, I would say, or paid, I'm not sure, aren't really the best in my opinion. They're not really so specific that they can help you in that manner. Like for example, the Bank of America spending app is so complicated. It's so much, it has a lot of like the functionality is not even good because I have to manually put budgets and categories, and it's so complicated. So I feel like doing it on an Excel sheet or a Google sheet or any sort of um guess software that maybe is free. Again, I'm guessing Excel's free. I'm guessing Google Sheets is free, but this is a much better tool in my opinion that actually helps you refine and categorize each of your expenses, and helps you really. I'm pretty sure it helps you because it gives you a track breakdown of your entire yearly budget. So you automatically know where to distribute your money at, and keep it there for the things that are in the future that we're going to plan out. Obviously, no one knows the future. No one can tell you where we're going to go in the future. I'm not saying, we don't know the future. We might be here today and we might be gone tomorrow, but we're planning the future out in order to get a basic concept of, finance and having a sound plan in order to take it and take it into action. So what I have here, guys, is a plan of the income that I receive throughout the 2026 year. This is just a number that I put in, but over here we have our income, and it reflects over here on our actual budget track. So my yearly salary, I'm gonna put that out there for the record. It's 2,800, 600 before taxes. So this is something that, again, this number may look different for every person and every situation. Everybody's different, so this might not reflect what you guys make. You might make more, you might make less. There might be 16, you might be 17, you might be in your 30s, who knows. But this is the number that I have. I just put that out for transparency. I don't really know, I could have put a different number, but I'll put the number that I have. So this is my real numbers. This is my numbers that I'm going to go based off of, but it can definitely change depending if you get a raise. And that's why this actual income part of it is that actually reflects what you actually make. So, um, yep, we have here our dates and name and category. Um, so this is what like the name of the purchase. You could put like investments. You could put Bank of America stock, or put your 401k, something like that, or make it more specific on the categories. But we'll go into that. But this is the name. It could be um, house invest savings. Could be your bank account where you put your savings for a house. You can put your bank account or your brokerage accounts name on here, or you can put every name. So if you buy food, you can say McDonald's food, and it'll go to food slash eating out. So that's the numbers, and this tracks it all. This automatically, so it's not as complicated. But here we have the categories, and all these categories are the ones that I have thought about as of right now. There's definitely some more that I want to put on here, so I'm gonna show you guys that example. So here we have investments, investment savings, investment accounts. This is the house. This is money towards purchasing a home one day. This is my rent. This is the rent amount that I pay. These numbers look very different for everybody. So, you know, take this with your own approach on how you want to manage your finances. Here's my insurance for my car, the only insurance that I have currently at this time, my cell phone service, the gasoline that I spend on fuel, and that varies, but the budget is approximately this amount. Vehicle repairs, this is just a set amount for any repairs that I have in the future, or oil changes, windshield wipers, tires, whatever they could increase. This is why we have the budget. The budget is to, you know, allocate all our funds in order to, have an estimate sort of. Church and tithes. Again, the tithing and whatever, that's a different story. Church, but I give to the church, so that's the amount I give per year. An estimate can look very different. This is not, I think I said that so many times. This is what my vacation money. This is my taxes money for paying my tax preparer, and possibly any of the taxes that I have to pay. Family birthdays. I've set an amount for family birthdays. Office birthdays. I work at an office, and we celebrate birthdays. So it's good to plan out those birthdays ahead of time in order to not not have to come up with unexpected expenses. And then Christmas gifts. This is Christmas gifts for my family and for others. My emergency fund. My emergency fund. I have $1,000. Food and takeout, $1,230. Again, I eat out. I eat out a lot. Not necessarily a lot, but I do go out places. This is money that I could spend on food, clothing. I have to buy clothes. This is clothes, shoes, fireworks. On 4th of July, I like to do fireworks, so I have a budget more or less. Pokemon, I like buying Pokemon cards, so you know I could do that to buy Pokemon cards. I have these amounts. This can change definitely with the amounts, but we want to. And then I have mama money, which is giving my mom money. I give my mom money. I give my grandparents money, and also have associate's degree. So this is the amount of credits that I'm theoretically going to put in every year this year, and that's going to come out to the total. And then for right now, I could put what could I put? I could put hygiene, and that amount automatically carries over here, and it does the XL category. It does everything for me. And hygiene basically is toothpaste, floss. I have a little bit. I go to the dentist, so they told me I had to buy certain toothpaste, like a prescription toothpaste. So that's gonna be in the hygiene. Buying cologne or axe sprays, whatever that involves in the category of hygiene, it's gonna go under hygiene, and I don't have a budget for it, so I could put maybe let's say $250, and it actually increases right here. So this is the percentage of the budget that I have on the income of my income, my estimated income, and then here's the percentage of that total, and this is the amount of total of everything that is budgeted and what that is compared to my income. So I'm actually not at 100% of my budget. So this is we're the aim when you create this is to actually have below 100%, because that means you've spent less than your entire budget for your estimated income. And you definitely want to keep it not as low as possible, not, but definitely do not spend over that amount, because you know the point of the finance and the budget is to, like, live within the parameters that you are able to afford, and but also give yourself the ability to do the many things you like to do. So for me, fireworks and Pokemon are are expenses that aren't necessary, so I don't have to spend my money on this, and it will help me. I can budget towards other things and other unexpected costs, um, that will to do that. But that all depends on you, on your situation. And I just put hygiene. You can put different. We can put more categories. For example, I could put you know gym membership. If I ever get a gym membership, this is membership. Gym membership, for example, if I have a gym membership this year, and it's $50 a month, and I start in January for New Year's. It's gonna be, I think, what is that? I think $600. $600. There you go. It's 2% of my yearly income. So it shows you what the actual percentage is. So right here, investments, house, rent, and when you put your amounts here, it actually goes on this side on your actual spend. This actual spend is what I actually spent. So, example, I put these amounts, and it puts you to the budget. It calculates the budget total, and then this is the difference of your budget and your your actual spend. So, if you drag this all the way down, it's a formula. So, it's all green, but you don't want it to be red. So, unless you allocate different parts of your budget. But there you go. So see, this is the expenses. This is the total. This is the expense budget. So it gives you a total here. So basically, after this budget, this is what remains. This is in decimals, so we're gonna do this. So what remains is basically 7.2%, which is basically this 7%. Um, but yeah, so I guess this is a little bit off. I'm not sure why, but I just created it. I think it's very accurate for what it is, and it's definitely a little bit more helpful and more unique than the other apps out there that offer it, unless there's a really good app. But most of them have you pay for stuff for it. They make you pay. So, guys, if you made it to this point of the video, you actually do not have to pay for those apps. You can create it on your own. Obviously, it's not as visual and is not as user interface is as good. You eventually can make a pivot chart. You can actually make it into charts and stuff, but that's for a later video if you want to see that. But you actually don't have to pay for this. And I believe in my opinion, I think it's more accessible, and it's more you can modify easily more easier. So yeah, this is what I have, and there's probably more categories I would have to add on within the year 2026. So yeah, if you made it this far, like and subscribe for other helpful tips and tricks to boost um, your capacity and knowledge in personal finances, so that you can use this to uh, reach your goals in life. That and be successful in a way. I want to do this to help you guys. Um, I like doing this because I love helping, and I really enjoy doing these things. So I want to help the community. I want to help you guys out, and build this on your own, because this actually will build more discipline than you might think, because you have to actually put these amounts every time. So every expense that you make, let's say you go to the gas station and you buy chips or something. Instead of you could split the category. You could put snacks, and you could put $200 budget or something. $200 you're gonna spend it out the year, and then you spent I spent what's we're gonna put, like, let's say 1/10 2025 name QT or QT quick trip quick trip, and then you put snacks. You put spent 5.87, something like that. There you go. It tracks it there for you. It automatically goes here on the expense bar. Actually, no, it doesn't. I lied. But you have to actually tweak it a little bit. You have to actually modify your stuff a little bit, because this is an Excel sheet, so that it requires a little bit more um, analysis. So maybe that's why. Maybe that's why the 2.5%. See, I think I know why the percentage. Actually, no, that made it even worse. Percentage is not even accurate at that point. Maybe it's because of this. Wait, what is this? What about this one? Again, I don't know the amount. I don't know how that works, but yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys learn, and take this to help you get to the next level. I may show you guys some other things that involve technology, finances, and all these other things that are really interesting. So take care, guys. Peace out. Goodbye. Have a nice day.